Hello processors! Okay, so this is something a little bit new. I'm not used to doing videos on my own, but I'm going to give this a shot. I was hoping for some awesome maybe image to go with this video, but I'm not very good on Photoshop, so this is my attempt. Alright, so it's not going to win any awards, and it's not as good as the stuff that Tom and Mike can do, but, you know, it'll do for now. So the reason I'm doing this video is because I wanted to talk about the trailers that have come out of the VGAs from this year. Although there's been a lot of controversy about the award ceremony itself, I wanted to concentrate purely on the trailers that were released for new upcoming games. A couple that were really good, a couple of them which were okay. But here's, I'm going to go through some that are well worth checking out. I will be reposting these trailers on the website, so you'll be able to see them all in full in due course. Okay, so we'll start with a new game from the creators of Uncharted, Naughty Dog Studios, of course. They're creating a game called The Last of Us. Now, going by the trailer, it has a bit of a Dead Island sort of feel about it. It centres around an older guy with a young lady. I don't know if it's a father-daughter thing going on there or just two random survivors. However, the key word there is survivors. They are fighting, well, they're surviving in a world that has been plagued by mutants. Something's happened. Everybody's been turned into mutants who are alive, and they're basically scrounging for ammo, for food, for drink, for shelter to keep themselves alive. Now, visually, it looks on par with Uncharted 3. The video trailer is purely made from in-game footage, so none of it has been created using CGI or anything like that. It's just that's in-game. That is what the game is going to look like. Looks very nice. Naughty Dog are an incredibly good studio, and it's great to see them taking on a new IP as well, especially this late in the console cycle. I've got high hopes for this one. I think it'll be well worth a play. Like I say, it looks like it's going to be very Uncharted. I just hope it has less emphasis on action and more on surviving. So maybe you'll just have the 3 or 4 bullets, and that's not going to be the important part. You know, the important part is running and hiding. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it won't be a disappointment like Dead Island was. I doubt it though, because Naughty Dog, you guys are fantastic. Biggest thing for me that came out of the VGAs was the announcement that BioWare were working on a new game. Completely surprised by the fact that this new game was Command and Conquer Generals 2, an RTS. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Not just any RTS either, but probably one of my favourite Command and Conquer games next to the original Red Alert. So yeah, I mean the trailer doesn't give much away. Has a bit of the GDI fighting, but the GDA, sorry, fighting away. But yeah, I mean it was a fantastic game, Command and Conquer Generals, and being published by BioWare is obviously a way of for EA to revitalise the Command and Conquer series, because it has waned a little bit recently. It's being developed by a studio that have been created purely to make Command and Conquer games called Victory Games. And yeah, I mean, it's out next year. It looks, I mean, it's obviously pre-rendered footage in the trailer, but yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic. I mean, maybe it's just the Generals fanboy in me, but I think it'll be great anyway. Transformers. Now, the latest film was good. The one before it was okay. The one before that was okay. Yeah, Michael Bay did an okay job, basically. But Transformers War for Cybertron, which was a video game that came out a couple of years ago, I believe now, was a very, very good game. And it didn't centre around the Michael Bay films. It centred around the old cartoons, which I sort of fondly remember, the old action figures and things like that, the old TV series. Like I said, the game is more focused on that. They've announced a sequel. They announced it a few months ago, and they've shown off a trailer at the VGA Awards. As you may imagine, Transformers fighting, all very cool. Best bit, Grimlock appearing at the end. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. It's amazing. It's really, really good. I don't know what they're going to do to the game to make it different from War for Cybertron. Hopefully a lot more people will play it this time round, and I'll have a bit more of a strong online community, because sadly War for Cybertron did sort of disappear online quite quickly. You know, not many people continue to play it, which is a massive shame. But we'll see anyway. Like I said, apart from the trailer, doesn't really give much else away, apart from, you know, it's all not looking too great for the Autobots. Decepticons might have the upper edge, but there's always Optimus Prime and Grimlock, of course. So, yeah, definitely one to check out. Metal Gear Rising has been in limbo for a little while. They've finally released a new trailer and some important news as well. The game is no longer being created by Kojima Productions, Kojima's team. Although it is being produced by them, it's actually being developed by Platinum Games of Vanquish and Bayonetta fame. Now, this ties in well with the kind of game that Metal Gear Rising is. I don't think it's going to appeal to many it's not going to appeal to the really, really hardcore Metal Gear fans, because this is, going by the trailer, a lot more like an action hack and slash kind of game, which I feel is better, because I struggle to get interested in Metal Gear games. But I quite like the look of Metal Gear Rising. One for me to keep an eye on. Maybe it could be a purchase, could not be a purchase. So I have to see more and maybe get a taste of the game before I go out and purchase it. But yes, very different than other Metal Gear games, certainly. The fact to be made by Platinum Games is a very good point. I mean, you watch it, there's sort of scenes in the trailer where he's fighting massive robots. Throws me back to Vanquish in the kind of battle sequences that were in that, so that's really cool. Yeah, looking forward to that. You play as Raiden in this one, so it's cybernetically altered. He's a killing ninja basically. So yeah, it's looking really cool. Maybe not a definite much purchase for me yet, but we shall see. We shall most certainly see. Moving on to the last trailer I want to talk about is from Epic Games. They've obviously just finished off the Gears of War series, so we were all wondering what they were going to move on to next, and it's been revealed to be a game called Fortnite. Completely different to Gears of War, very cartoony, looks like it could be very funny. It looks very much like a team-based game where you're sort of capturing points and then sort of boarding up, sort of setting defences, salvaging parts, finding ammo, and then during the night time zombies pop up. I know it's zombies again. These studios love zombies, and as if we haven't had enough of them yet. But these little zombies do look very, very funny, and I think it could be very good. And I think it's a great step for Epic Games to really start on something new, and something drastically new. I mean, it's very cartoony. It looks completely different than Gears of War. It's not as serious. Yeah, I think it looks very, very good. Has this essence of Team Fortress 2 about it. They apparently have used Minecraft for inspiration. I can see that. Minecraft gets everywhere nowadays, and it's infected the minds of us all. But yeah, so Fortnite, very, very interesting title. Whether or not it's going to be a retail release or a downloadable game, I don't know. I can't really tell. There were some other new trailers revealed on games that we already sort of knew about. For example, Bioshock Infinite, another fantastic trailer for that, which looks immense. That game, I don't need to watch any more trailers for that, because I know I'll buy it, because I love Bioshock 1. Not so much Bioshock 2, but that wasn't made by Irrational Games, that's fine. But Bioshock Infinite looks amazing. New Alan Wake, yeah, trailer didn't really grab me at all, to be honest. But if you enjoyed the first one, then maybe you'll enjoy it a bit more than I did. And Mass Effect 3 as well, which is another game which I'm increasingly looking forward to. Loved the second one, didn't play the first one, if I'm honest. I should really go back and do it, but I probably won't, because I never complete games. But I will be getting the third one, and I will be finishing Shepard's Adventure. But yeah, the new trailer sort of shows off a big boss fight, and some of the new combat and things involved. So yeah, it's looking pretty hot. So yes, I just basically wanted to quickly go through those trailers with you. I would definitely check out bossbros.com and watch the trailers in full, see what you think. Maybe comment in the post as well to say what your thoughts on the games were. If you're disappointed, excited, or if really you're gonna buy the games anyway, so there was no point watching them. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll do more videos like this. It's more like a sort of tester thing. I don't know if I should do this more often. Let me know if you want to see my face again, basically on my own. Yeah, so check out the podcast as well.